Nostalgia, the powerful feeling of longing for the past that often drives us to relive that memory. Whether that means dusting off your Nintendo 64 and playing the perfect Zelda game for old time's sake, or busting out your VHS collection of English-dubbed Hamtaro. Economically proven to be one of the most profitable emotions human beings can have, corporations often take advantage of our nostalgia and attempt to refurbish those precious memories, sometimes for the better, and sometimes for the worse. Unfortunately though, some relics of the past are just doomed to be lost to time. And for items or media like these, the best thing we can do to relive those aspects is to revisit those memories through photos or old footage. Thankfully, there are plenty of channels out there that are dedicated to ensuring these memories are not forgotten. And there are even channels like Vampire Robot that post archived footage from news sources, essentially serving as a digital time capsule. Videos like these are popular for a reason. Not only do they scratch that nostalgic itch for the elderly, but they also show the curious youth just how far we've advanced as a society. I too watch these videos from time to time. Not too often, but maybe the occasional weird history food video late at night before bed, accompanied with some hot chocolate and a cozy blanket. Which I have been doing a lot lately because I have been sick for the past 2 weeks. And because of that, I'll occasionally get recommended some other historical food themed videos. And the other day, this particular video appeared on my feed. 25 Forgotten Lunchtime Meals That Faded into Memory by a channel called Old Glory Days. Now, taking a quick glance at the thumbnail alone, we can see that the lady here is very AI generated, evidenced by her unnatural smoothness, how her eyelashes are growing above the edge of her eyelid, and how her hair can't seem to decide on a volume. But unfortunately, a lot of real channels are also using AI art for their thumbnails, so I decided to click on the video anyway, hoping that it would be a real video that just happened to use AI art. You know, I just wanted something to play in the background while I worked, so I was still willing to give it a shot. So I clicked on the video and...
Gather round for a taste of nostalgia, where once popular 1970s dishes have faded into history.
Yep. AI generated voice as well. I see. So we're starting to get into the real low effort territory here. I must have had some real patience that day though, because despite strike number 2, I continued to listen to the video. And you want to know what was on their list of 25 forgotten lunchtime meals? Number 1, curried sardine salad sandwiches. Never heard of that one before. Seems like a lot of other people have never heard of that one either, but who knows? Maybe this was a very region-specific dish. I don't know. I only grew up in the West Coast, so... Though I do like in their description how they say that they're mixing sardines and curry powder when there is no curry powder to be seen. This is clearly just sardines and mayonnaise. Number 2, olive loaf sandwiches. Sounds disgusting, but apparently this is truly something that people actually enjoyed back in the day, and I do not know any modern day people who speak highly of olive loaf sandwiches, so okay, fine. I'll give them credit for this one. Next is... tuna melts? Tuna melts. Sir, people still enjoy tuna melts. You can get one at any sandwich shop of your choosing, really. I do not think tuna melts have faded into memory.
Fajitas.
Sir, the entire state of California would like to have a word with you. Okay, so I think I get it now. So not only are the thumbnail and voiceovers AI generated, but it seems like the script is also AI generated. And you may be thinking, Sir Sugarmeat, what if the script was written by a human? What if they just happen to be kinda dumb? And while that is always a possibility, I have good reason to believe that this is purely AI generated. First reason is because, because I asked. They had their email in the video's description, so I went ahead and emailed them, and they, at the very least, admitted to having AI polish their script. I personally think it's a little more than that, but that is what they claim. Second reason is because their script is just littered with AI writing motifs. Unfortunately, because of my current job, I actually have to read through a lot of AI generated slop and edit said slop to make it sound more human. And yes, I realize I am part of the growing problem that is AI, and I apologize for that, but it is currently the only way I can make money. And trust me, I am trying my best to get myself out of it, okay? I'm working on it. I'm trying to leave. But for the time being, and to help make up for that, let me just point out these common AI phrases. You'll know if a video script is AI generated if, when describing a dish or what have you, they say, "Picture this," or "Imagine this."
Picture this: juicy strips of beef or chicken, grilled to perfection.
This is always a little odd to hear in the video, especially when they have the footage playing right in front of you. Like, I don't have to imagine the scenario or food that you're describing because you're actively showing me in the video right now. Hello? Are you here with me? Did you not edit the video? And it said that phrase at least 3 times in the video.
Picture this, picture this, picture this.
I skimmed it, so it could have been more. Another sign is when the writing just doesn't flow well and reads more like some sort of ad read instead of a person explaining their passions and interests to you. For example, when the AI introduced a concept of baloney boats in the middle of their list, they said,
Discover the charm of yesteryear with baloney boats.
Are you like advertising your baloney boat products to me, or? AI writing is always riddled with this needlessly flowery language that has the same amount of charm as like an out-of-touch marketing executive trying to sell you on his really bad pitch.
It's a classic testament to the straightforward, comforting nature of
a harmonious blend of moist, flavorful beef, offering a symphony of taste or textures. These specific words and phrases are huge giveaways that tell me that this is completely AI generated. Especially the word testament. AI loves to describe everything as a fucking testament to something for some strange reason. Now, despite all the clues pointing to the idea that this channel is near completely AI generated, they are very much denying it in the comments. Would be nice if the person narrating this was actually alive in the 70s.
Just to clarify, I'm not AI generated. I'm here sharing my personal memories and passion for these 70s lunches.
Great video. Lots of memories of things gone forever. Question, is this an AI voiceover, or is it just strange editing?
Glad you enjoyed the video. Voiceover and editing are done by a real person, not AI.
Editing done by a real person? Sure, if you say so. But voiceover? Let's take a look at another video on their channel.
Picnics were more than just eating outside. They were a beloved tradition.
Gather round for a taste of nostalgia.
So both of these? So both of these are your voice? Huh, okay. Now, I know I'm picking on poor old glory days a lot over here, and I do feel a little bad after they had the decency to reply to my email. But the fact of the matter is that they are just one of many AI-generated Americana nostalgia channels that have been popping up on YouTube as of late. American Rewind, Way Back Americana, Past America, Vintage Lifestyle USA, Those Wonder Years, America Before, American Memory, Memory Manor. All of these channels were made just this year, with the exception of Memory Manor and American Rewind, which were made last year. And looking across all of these channels, you'll notice many similarities. AI-generated thumbnails, AI voiceovers, stilted writing, blatant factual inaccuracies, extensive copyright disclaimers in their descriptions for whatever reason. I did reach out to one other channel, Vintage Lifestyle USA, to see if they would admit to utilizing AI generation like Old Glory Days did, but they said that they have a whole team including several human scriptwriters who provide them with scripts. Oh, I see. My bad. Okay, well, have a nice day. Wait a minute. What language is that there? Yeah, sure, that seems like authentic American nostalgia. Anyway, I found this phenomenon to be interesting because with the whole AI infestation on Facebook debacle that was trending not too long ago, I feel like a lot of AI content targets the boomer population in general, and I wonder if it's because more people of that age group can't differentiate between real and AI-generated content. And it's not like any of this is new. People have always been trying to scam the elderly since like phones were invented. But with AI, they have created a new and creative way to try to scam this population, thus making it easier to profit off of said age group. Because quite a few of those AI-generated nostalgia channels are already monetized, or even have affiliate links that they profit off of. One of the nostalgia channels posted about potentially creating a cookbook, and there were some viewers who had expressed that they were willing to buy it. And do I need to go further into the potential dangers of AI-generated instructional books like these? However you feel about AI, whether you view it as a dismantling of the creative space or a creative tool to be utilized, I just hate the fact that these channels are not being honest about it. When you upload a video onto YouTube, you are required to disclose if you've used AI to make your video. Unfortunately though, as we can see, the policy is not being reinforced, as many of these Americana channels that are very clearly AI generated do not disclose that fact. And I get that in this case, it's a little iffier because there's the question of, does this only apply to blatant deepfakes, or can this apply to AI-generated scripts that are trying to portray themselves as genuine human beings with nostalgia, and as a result are effectively spreading false memories because generative AI is only a large language model and not an actual historian nor a person with memories? I obviously fall into the camp of the latter, but I also just hate the over-reliance on AI because I just genuinely believe it will be the death to art. And I feel like my theory is supported by the fact that the only people who seem to support AI are finance bros and people who are too cowardly to experiment and hone their own skill in art, but just want to profit off of it. Oh, and scammers. Yeah, so just all the scummiest people seem to support AI. And like I mentioned earlier, many of them are also just outright denying that they use AI. And it's not like aspic or waterbeds are important pressing topics or anything like that. But I'm just really sad that we have soulless robots trying to reminisce with us about memories that they did not have. As much as I fight with boomers from time to time, they are still people, and just like how young kids deserve better media, they too deserve better media. So folks watching out there, I know society has been talking a lot about how parents should be monitoring their kids' skibbity social media, but please also monitor your own parents' social media feeds. Please let them know that there are evil robots running YouTube channels who want to tell them how to think and feel. It's infringing on their freedoms. Anyway guys, I just want to let you know about this disturbing trend that I found on my feed. Thanks for watching this rant of the week. I am feeling very sick, but I am also filming part 2 to my queso react series today. And even though my last video was my floppiest flop to ever flop, I am not a coward. I said I'd do it, I want to do it, and so I'm gonna fucking do it, even if it means hurting my channel. So that'll probably be my next video unless I decide that I want to make another video in between editing that second part to the queso video, because oh my goodness, that very first queso video I made was so long and took up so much of my brain bandwidth that I felt like I was breaking into a cold sweat during editing. All that to say, I'm looking forward to seeing y'all there. Take care of yourselves, like, subscribe, save a boomer, and bye-bye for now. Lost in Space Gen 3 AI generated music video. Okay, let's see. Looks like someone with very long arms is having a panic attack back there. Why are their belly buttons so huge? Is this like a fetish thing? Definitely a fetish thing.